Hey, it's Big Ryan the Fat Guy. Today we're talking about Chicago Bears rookie running back Tarik Cohen, otherwise known as Chicken Salad and better known as the Human Joystick. He stands at 5'6". He's 179 pounds. He was the 4th round pick, 119th overall by the Bears. Tarik Cohen ran a 4.42 40-yard dash, and in his only 25 snaps playing preseason football, he carried the ball 19 times. 19 times in 25 snaps. So, Fat Guy, how do you feel about Tarik Cohen in the Bears offense in 2017?
I think he's going to play a complementary role. It'll definitely expand in years to come, but he'll be mostly the secondary back this year, with Jordan Howard being the face of the offense. They have newly acquired Mike Lennon as a quarterback, with first-round pick Mitchell Trubisky kind of hanging over his shoulder. Since it's a new system for both of them, they're heavily going to be dependent on the run game, especially with their depletion at wide receiver. Not having much talent to begin with, losing Cameron Meredith, among others, definitely makes it difficult. So the focal point of the whole Bears offense will be the run game. Jordan Howard was a fantasy darling of late, but he definitely could lose some snaps throughout the year to Tarik Cohen, who has a lot of quickness to him and kind of an alternative skill set.
Talk more about that interior O-line, because they've got some skilled players there with Kyle Long and Josh Sidden.
Well, Kyle Long's an all-pro from a dynasty family of the Longs. Both his brother and his father were in the NFL. The center is kind of an interesting position. Cody Whitehair was a rookie last year and only got to start because Hronis Grasu tore a ligament in his leg. He's won the job with maybe a short leash with Grasu right behind him, and right guard Josh Sidden. Now, he's long in the tooth and he was released by Green Bay, but he's still a perennial starter in this league. They're bookended by Charles Leno, who just got a 4-year extension, so that should give you an idea that they're happy with at the left tackle position. Also, they didn't really address much in the draft. At right tackle, they have journeyman Bobby Massey, who really isn't anything to write home about, and he's easily the weakest spot on this offensive line.
Next, I want to talk about John Fox, because he's made stars out of Jonathan Stewart, DeAngelo Williams, Knowshon Moreno, CJ Anderson, and most recently Jordan Howard. What do you think he can do for Tarik Cohen?
John Fox, he was originally a secondaries coach, but all of his teams have featured heavy run games. And when he uses his running backs, he uses just the running back that's most going to hurt you, which is really good for Tarik Cohen, because there are going to be times where his style is going to match up more positively for the Bears than Jordan Howard's is. So that just means more touches. As long as he can handle ball security, which might be a little bit difficult with his smaller frame, he definitely will have a couple big fantasy games. So he's definitely worth a stash this year.
Yeah, I want to go a little bit more into Tarik Cohen as an actual player, because he is a dynamic playmaker. He has great speed, and he can break runs to the outside that Jordan Howard might not be able to break. But Jordan Howard is still the much more dominant runner inside the tackles, and he will see a bulk share of the carries. But I wouldn't be surprised to see Tarik Cohen kind of used as that scat back, mismatch type back. People have been comparing him to Darren Sproles just based off the size. I don't see him being completely like Sproles. I see him more of as a Brandon Oliver type, who might not be familiar to all, but he's also a 5'6" running back, a little bit heavier at about 205, 210 pounds. But it's really hard as a defender to be able to see Tarik Cohen over top or past any of these linemen that are going to be blocking for him. And I've noticed in some of these carries that you'll be watching is that he's slippery, because he could just get behind an O-lineman and get lost, almost Le'Veon Bell-like, and squirt out where the opening he sees fit. So I think it'll be interesting to see Cohen come in as that change of pace back for Howard this year, and they could really complement each other. The one weakness Cohen does have is his small frame, but in these runs he's showing power. He's showing a lot more power than he leads off to believe he'd be at, just a sliver under 180 pounds. I was quite impressed by the power that he was able to put through some of the linebackers and safeties and corners as well that were trying to bring him down. Another point I wanted to make is that the Bears coaching staff and GMs they have to be confident in Cohen because they did let go 2 of their more experienced running backs with Kadeem Carey and Jeremy Langford.
Jeremy Langford they brought in 2015, and he also had a big fantasy year in 2015. Kadeem Carey was a carryover from the previous regime, but letting those 2 guys really, really signifies that they like what they see in Tarik Cohen. When the front office is confident, the coach is confident, the playing time will definitely be there.
So keep your eyes on Tarik Cohen, otherwise known as Chicken Salad. I think I like that better than Human Joystick. What do you prefer?
I'm sure you could come up with a better one for either of them, but we'll take Chicken Salad. Because you can't eat chicken salad. I'm not sure you could eat a joystick. Well, you could. I'm not sure it would come out, though.
Fat guy, I'm out. Where did gold at?